Hello?
Doctor.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir. Go on, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the second seminar for this program. We thank you all for making it a date, and we appreciate the initiative of the Lever EduTech in giving us this privilege to participate and to learn how to be smarter, how to be smart educators. So on behalf of the management of Lever EduTech, I welcome our guest lecturer, I welcome our trainees, and I hope that we will learn more today and we will have things to share to improve our skills as educators, to improve the future of our nation and the world at large. So on this note, I welcome you again, and I pray that we will all share a nice time together as we learn from our guests. And also, Dr. Akinyofun will also be talking with us before our main guests will be coming on board. So you are all welcome. And I want to also appreciate the chairman of this initiative, the person of Mr. Adeshola Zion. I want to also appreciate our desk officer, Mrs. Good Oyeniro. You are all welcome and enjoy the rest of the program. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you very much, sir. So now I'll hand over to Dr. Oluyomi for his talk 1. Dr.
I'm sure Dr.
Oluyomi.
Oluyomi is here.
I don't think he's here right now.
If he's not here, you can just move straight to our main speaker.
Okay.
Maybe Dr. Ogunbode should just introduce the main speaker so that we can move on, so that we can gain time. Thank you.
All right. So, Dr. Ogunbode, over to you, sir.
Just give me some minutes to come up. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Our speaker for today's presentation is not any other person than Dr. Shengambagraj Ramachandran. He is Vice President, Academics and Planning, Mobile Tutor Limited, a visiting faculty and also a visiting faculty of Amrita Vishwa Vinyampetiam. Dr. Shimbangajar is a generative AIT certified e-learning expert, product owner and researcher with over 2 decades of experience in academia and industry. His expertise spans artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, blockchain, digital twin. He holds a PhD in AI-based adaptive learning from Ray University and has served in leadership role at Mobile Tutor and Symbiotic Infotech. Dr. Ramachandran is passionate about applying AI in education and has trained thousands of educators and students across India. So I present to you our wonderful lecturer, our wonderful teacher who has prepared well to meet with us. So welcome with me with your emojis, our presenter, our lecturer for today. Let me see your emojis as we celebrate and welcome him on board. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. So you're welcome, Dr. Sir, for this. You can see that we are all set for you. So please enjoy the moment with us. Welcome to Nigeria. Welcome to West Africa. Thank you very much, sir. Over to you, sir.
You are muted, doctor. You have to unmute yourself. You are muted. Unmute yourself, doctor. We are not hearing you. You need to unmute yourself. Okay, the audio is not coming up. Please. We are not hearing you. Hello, we are not still yet hearing from here. Okay, as our speaker. Okay, we can hear now. I think we can hear now. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yeah, fine. Thank you for the introduction, and I'm very glad to be here. I'm connecting you from India, and India is one of the topmost countries prone to cyber attack, according to the statistics. So even recently, we were being attacked by an AI bot, and we were successfully able to secure our network. Okay, so I believe that Nigeria also is going to be another hot place where a lot of cyber attacks are going to be there in future, especially AI based cyber attacks. Hope you agree with me. Like, what is the situation of cyber attacks in Nigeria? Can someone give me inputs so that I may be in sync with what I'm talking about? Meanwhile, I will share my presentation.
You can share, sir. You can share it, sir.
Yes. You are able to see my screen now?
You can share from your hand, sir.
Yes. Is it visible? The screen is visible?
It's visible,
Yes,
sir.
it's visible. We can see it. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So this is our topic for presentation, or you can say discussion today. And I would like to keep it interactive. So initially, I will ask you a few questions. I could like the participants to you can say you can either text your responses or unmute and talk to me so that section will be more interactive. So the topic is AI powered cyber threats in education. So this is as the organizers they were saying, this is one of the hot topics because AI and cyber security are a kind of a wild combination where you can say a kind of AI war, you can say a kind of a AI war. Okay. So we will today see how this is creating a lot of risks for the digital learning environment, because most of the educators have gone digital now. After the pandemic, most of them have gone digital, and now we are exposed to the larger threat space, right? So this is my presentation outline. So for the next hour, I'll be covering right from the introduction to the background to the challenges as educators or schools will face, and what are the key threats to consider, especially the AI based cyber attacks, which are growing day by day, and how AI is going to be useful for businesses, companies, schools, or individuals like us, and how it's going to be beneficial for the hackers also. Understood? I'm going to talk about both these things because this is what I'm talking about: AI and AI war in cyber war or cyber security. And as from school, how we can, as the administrators or teachers or learned people, experts, whoever we are, who are in the learning stage, how we can detect and defend that AI-based cyber attacks. And after that, AI-powered cyber security measures, what should be taken, and a kind of a stepwise approach to enhance security using AI, and a few case studies from top corporates and what you can say the cyber security solutions, and some real world examples and some best practices also I'll be presenting so that you can follow that in your school, considering the ethical and what you can say recommendations. Uh, you can recommend this to the schools, and suggestions can be given from a cyber security point of view, especially AI based cyber security point of view. So this is my presentation outline for the day. Okay, for the next 1 hour, I'll be covering all these things. So can we start now? Yes. Can we get into the presentation? This is my presentation outline. Can we start with an introduction? Okay. So if you see the introduction part, if you see especially so I think so the first seminar you might have been focusing on a role in education. Okay. So there are several use cases we might have gone through, like it can be used to create content. It can be used to create content. Your even your quizzes. You can create even your question banks can be created. You can use AI to manage your educational activities, and even AI can be used for your what you can say maintaining the academic integrity. You might have studied. You might have seen so many use cases, and one among them is cyber security also, wherein most of the schools are online now. You have an online website. You have a digital. Your digital assets are online. Your data is online, especially your students' data is online. Your reputation is online. Okay, so we have to provide a proper security measures, especially in this AI era, wherein the hackers are using AI to the foremost now. Every hacker is very smart, and they are using the AI to the core now. So, as protectors of our education community, we should learn about how to use AI to defend our students or our school from these hackers who are now equipped with a very lethal tool called as AI. So understanding how security can be provided using AI is quite important. Now we cannot again go use only manual techniques or only rely upon humans to protect us from this AI based cyber threats. So AI is needed to counter the AI based hackers. Okay, that is the important need for robust protection. Okay, the need, I want to just reinforce the need in this introduction style. Okay, AI based cyber security is the need of the hour now. And especially if we take, especially from a point of view of Nigerian schools, they are in the stage of adapting digital tools, digital, you can say LMS, you will have a learning management system. So your contents, your probably your videos, your assets, everything is online. So we should have a proper AI-based cyber security mechanism to counter the AI-based cyber threats. So that is, with this introduction, we will now move on to the next one, that is the overview and the background of AI-powered cyber threats. Okay. So you have to understand the background first to really before we get into your attacks and the solutions for that. So if you look at the rising threat is, I told the landscape of cyber security is enhanced now because everybody is digital now. Okay, we are all connected to internet. All our devices are connected to internet, and you have AI also now. AI plus internet is a powerful tool for security, as well as it's a dangerous weapon which is used by the cyber criminals. That is what we have to understand. The cyber criminals have started using this AI effectively now, but we are still lagging. We are not using it in our schools for security, cyber security. We don't have a powerful AI tool. Are we having a powerful AI tool to guard us from the powerful, or you can say lethal uh, AI cyber threats? That is the question we should ask. That is the rising threat. Rising threat is AI driven cyber attacks. Now, the hackers, they don't do, mostly they are not targeting institutions manually. Okay, they are started using AI. Everything is AI driven because AI gives them the power of speed. It's very quick, fast. It's difficult to identify. So we have to ramp up our cyber security defenses because we are vulnerable to AI driven cyber threats now. That is the, what you can say, the reality, or that is the status quo or the current status. And if you look at the school cyber security, are we prepared for this AI powered cyber attacks? I'm not sure about it. If you see, I feel that still education, the companies have started, the businesses have started to explore or implement AI powered cyber security. But the educational institutes, they have not started, or they are not prepared for an AI based cyber security solution. They are still using their legacy systems, old way of what you can say enforcing security. Problem is with the lack of investment also. So they are not investing much into cyber security. If you look at the statistics, it says that only 2% of IT budgets are allocated to cyber security. If you look at AI-based cyber security, not even single percentage, I am not sure about it. And also, there is insufficient cyber security training. The training is not given to everybody in the school. Okay, the students, staffs, the administrators, both technical and non-technical, they have to be trained on cyber security. Then only everybody can fight against the cyber attacks, especially AI-based cyber attacks. So the human beings and AI, they have to club together, and we have to fight the AI-based cyber attacks. Humans alone cannot fight cyber-based attacks. So we have to invest on training, getting trained on AI-based cyber security, as well as invest on digital tools which are cyber secure. So if we don't take an immediate action, we are risk. Our schools are risking massive data breaches. We don't know when it will happen. It may happen tonight, or we don't know when it will happen. So we should be prepared. We should take an immediate action so that we don't end up in financial losses or our learning, digital learning environment is not getting disrupted. Okay, think of your website is getting hacked by an AI-based attack. You cannot recover it immediately. You have to recreate it. It will take some time for you. So we cannot run a school without a website in this digital era, especially. And data breaches, when your privacy, your students' privacy, parents' privacy is getting affected, that's going to it's going to be against the reputation of the school. Okay, so reputation of a school is built over a period of time. So if we don't have a very good AI-based cyber security implementation or training given to everybody, then the reputation of the school is going to be affected at some point of time. That's very important because you cannot build a reputation overnight, but a reputation can be spoiled overnight. Okay, so that is where an immediate action is needed. So it's very obvious now that what makes schools a target. Okay, you might have, in the previous slide I had given you some inputs. If you look at, this is the challenges locally any school faces, or even edited companies they face. If you look at, so they have limited cyber security budget. I was saying that the cyber security budget is very less than a 2% out of your IT budget. If you look at, that is a common analytics or data analytics we got, and the infrastructure is outdated. Okay, so the infrastructure has to, IT infrastructure should have an AI in it. AI-based cyber security should be a part of the IT infrastructure. There is large amount of sensitive data now, okay, online. So it may be inside your database, but I can always do an SQL injection, get your data from your database using an AI-based cyber attack. So there is a large attack surface. Okay, if you look at your school is online. Okay, so totally your entire digital infrastructure is open for attack. So the larger attack surface has increased now, especially after the COVID thing. And awareness skill, if you look at how many people in the school are aware about cyber security, especially AI-based cyber security, I think so. It's very less. It's very less. You have very less resources who can who know how to defend from an AI-based cyber attack. That is because of lack of training and expertise. But that is not a concern if you're open enough to get trained. There are a lot of people to help you how to be an expert in AI-based cyber security. Today is just an our section, but you will get a lot of tips out of it. Possibly we may conduct you a series of detailed sections to train you and improve your expertise regarding AI-based cybersecurity or usage of AI in education. So we are have a quite lot of experience in it by implementing this in schools in India. You can say in South Asian countries and some of the African countries and UAE also. So we are there to act as a consultant for you to help you out in this cause. And also the policy enforcement is inconsistent. If you take every school as a different way, okay, there is no a consistent right approach towards cyber security, especially. So probably we can look at your policies which are there regarding your backup, your digital data, and even your website. We can look into that and say what kind of a policy you have for the data backup, and what kind of how you are equipped from a cyber security point of view, especially from an AI point of view. And the main cause of challenge is rapid evolution of AI-based cyber threats. Okay, we are not evolving fast. We are not equipping as fast, but the hackers are already equipping. They are equipped already with AI, and they are sleeping, but attacks are happening on behalf of them based on their AI tools. Okay, Its AI tools are currently monitoring. We don't know. AI tools will be inside our school networks, inside our infrastructure. So, do you know how many AI tools are there? Do you have an AI tool inbuilt which can find out this kind of malwares, or you can say AI-based bots inside your organization? We are unaware of it. So, we need AI to guard ourselves. Okay, and more likely, education is a field, again a sensitive field. So it has a reputation. Okay, people join schools which are highly reputed. Okay, students they go, parents go behind reputation. So if your reputation is getting affected, like for example, your parents' data is being is being hacked by the hackers, and they are asking you that we are going to attack the parents and we are going to do something, and naturally the school management, a reputed school management will be willing to pay high amount to avoid it. It has happened in the past. We'll see an example of a school editor company. Even I'm not talking about a school, we called as Power School. So who are across 90 countries, and they have high reputation. They have paid a huge ransom for a ransomware attack, which was done recently last year. Okay, these are the challenges which is there in not only your school, even there in schools in India, and even in developed countries, it's a problem. Even in US, I feel that a lot of schools they have this problem. So you have to accept that we are in a state where we are slightly not equipped compared to the hackers. Hackers are equipped with the AI. We are slightly lagging back. So we have to quickly equip ourselves. So that is the need of the hour. And what will be the consequences if we don't take an action? Okay, it will be very, very lethal. If you look at these are the four consequences if you don't consider AI in your cyber security policy. You should have an AI based tool, either buy it or you have to create it on your own by doing a research, which is very, very, which will take a lot of time and energy to get it done. But somebody who is capable can do it. But a lot of tools are available now. We will also go through that. But the consequences are going to be lethal. You can see that data breaches, they will steal your identity. Okay, so your what you can say your username and password to access your digital library can be stolen by these AI-based cyber attacks. Data can be breached. Okay, your students' data, your marks can be breached. Even they can tamper your marks if you don't secure it properly. Okay, even the students' marks can be tampered. Even students can do it. Most of the hackers are students. If you look at, they are below age 20. Most of the hackers' age is they are very young. If you look at hackers, are they are not old people like us. They are very, very young. They are very smart. So we have to be smarter than them. So even though we are slow learners, but we have the experience to tackle it. Only thing, the awareness, the training, and the right tools will help you out. And the learning, digital learning especially, should not be disrupted. Like for example, your website should not be down for a day. Okay, it's going to create a big impact, especially during admissions or any other time. And your digital assets have to be on 24 cross 7. And your reputation should not be damaged by these hackers. Okay, so it can happen anytime. So we have to be proactive. Okay, so consequences are going to be very, very impactful if we don't take an action now. So this is the first step. I believe that the organizers have done an excellent survey, and they have come up with this topic, AI-based cyber security, and this is a good initiative from the organizers, Levitech. I appreciate them for this, and we are very happy to join hands with them so that we are educating people from Nigeria, and we take this as a golden opportunity. We'll do our best and work with Levitech and the entire set of school administrators and teachers over here. And the question here is that can AI help schools with cyber security? The definite answer is yes. It can help schools to counter cyber, what you can say, strengthen your cyber security. Okay, fortify your cyber security. We'll see how. So it can improve your cyber security skills. Okay, by training you. AI can train you also. Not a human being like me can train. I can have a AI based tool which can support you in so learning the cyber security skills, and it can process large amount of data. Okay, humans, we cannot process even hundreds of data. They can process millions of data. So if you look at the logs in your system, it's not possible to manually go through the logs, and it will take a longer time. And by the time the cyber attackers will attack you. So that is the advantage of using AI. The amount of data we deal because of the internet age and digital, what you can say, tools we are using, right from your mobile phones or whatever device you are using at your school. Everything is generating millions of data per second. So that is cannot be handled by a human being. You need AI, and it will protect you against zero-day attacks. So do you know what is the zero-day attack? Anyone here can explain if somebody knows about zero-day attacks? Zero-day attacks is you might have learned, like like for there is a software. It may be a digital education software. If they like, it can be Microsoft 365 also. Even the big companies are prone to attacks. Okay, they'll be targeting big companies only. If you look at, because they are very rich, they can get a huge ransom out of them. Okay, they will, for example, any software you install will have vulnerabilities. There will be some gaps. Okay. Hackers are going to be the first person to find it mostly, because they are what you can say, they are large number of people are there. There are a huge number of hackers in this world across the globe. Okay, especially the Russian people, or you can say uh, whatever. They are very good at hacking. A lot of people are there, and they are spread across the world. You cannot find them where they are, and you cannot identify them. Okay, that there is a huge dark web, and zero-day attacks. The vulnerabilities in the software we are using. We are using a lot of software now. Most of the softwares will have vulnerabilities. Hackers will find that, and they will penetrate using that vulnerabilities of that software for the people who are using that software. Even 365 is prone to attacks. If you look at 365 or anything like IBM, even big companies, I'll give some case studies. They are also using AI now to overcome this kind of attacks. So that's why AI can help you from very what you can say, lethal attacks like zero-day attacks. You don't have time. Within 24 hours, they will get into all the users, millions of users across the world. Whoever is using the software, they'll be affected because of zero-day attack. That's why it's called a zero-day. Within 24 hours, everybody, everyone who uses that software will be attacked by the hackers. If they find a vulnerability in the software, which is there in your mobile device or any device for that matter, we are using hundreds of tools, hundreds of digital tools are used by us now. So we have to automate the process using AI, and it can help you to do behavioral analytics. Okay, AI can know, for example, inside your school. Okay, the AI will find out how teachers will normally, how a particular teacher will use the network, how the particular teacher will use the computer laptop which is connected to a school network, or a desktop inside a network, or a server administrator how he uses a server in a school. So these patterns will be studied, behavior will be studied, and an analysis will be done by the AI. On a 24/7, we will sleep. AI will not sleep. It will analyze the pattern. It will know when you will sleep. Okay, so while you are sleeping, suppose somebody is probably having a different pattern comes inside your network. It can be an AI-based cyber AI bot also, or a manual people also. AI will be able to alert you when you are sleeping. Okay, it will be able to detect the cyber attacks within few seconds. Okay, which cannot be manually done. Okay, it can be an AI-based cyber attack or a manual attack also, but an AI-based solution can easily identify these attacks, take actions, alert you. Even in midnight, it can alert you through mobile apps or whatever kind of a device through which it can reach out to you. And so that your administrators can wake up and you can say they are awake also. It is going to be, you are having shifts also in some companies. I'm not sure about the schools, but most of the schools, I don't think that you don't have shifts where people from IT work 24 cross 7. So when you are asleep, when you are not people on the and there also AI can help you. Okay, AI is definitely a good tool for cyber security, but it is also a good tool. For example, these are use cases. If you look at this slide, you can okay. So I have 30 more units, so that's not a problem. I can run you through. I may have 30 more slides. That's not a problem. I can go through this easily. We'll have a Q&A section also. Not a problem. So if you look at use cases, you can see here there are a lot of use cases. I have only presented a few here. A few, or you can say the important ones. So cyber threat detection and prevention. So any kind of threat, AI based, non-AI based, anything can be uh, detected by the AI. Cloud. Oh, so I think so. Most of the companies, edutech companies, even schools are gone to cloud computing now. So all your infrastructure, like for example, even 365, we take the data is there in cloud. Microsoft Cloud is there. Okay, so there should be a cloud security also. AI, even 365, Microsoft has an AI-based cloud security is being provided to them. The endpoints are quite important now because after COVID, if you look at if you look at lot of devices we are using, we are working from home, we are teaching from home, we are teaching while we are probably this webinar is being listened by people from mobile devices. They are not at school, they are on the way to home, or they are connecting from home through their school network. So endpoint security is very important. So all your devices who are connected through the school network has to be scanned, okay, by the AI cyber security software. Identity and access is very important. Okay, so you have a username and password to enter to this meeting, and if this is breached, well, it can be breached even now by an AI bot. Who knows? Or it can be done manually, and it may create havoc here by hacking my presentation. Even it happens in Microsoft Teams. There is a way to do it. Okay, so even when the Microsoft, big companies like Microsoft, even they are using cyber security AI, still there is a percentage of a possibility that a hacker can get it. So that is where the identity and access is very important. You should have multi-factor authentication uh, so that they cannot do changes to any kind of an important meeting. Information protection is very important for schools, like AI-based information protection has to be done. And incident investigation and response. So yeah, when there is an attack, immediately the AI-based cybersecurity has to respond. Take actions, isolate your network, important things from the AI-based attack, inform the administrators of the school. It has to be quite fast. It is fast. AI is quite fast. Both the attackers as well as the solutions are quite fast. And network security has to be provided. You will see by looking at a diagram later in one of the slides. Phishing, is a very easy. You get a lot of phishing mails every day. Okay, that has to be manually. You cannot do anything. If a AI software goes through your mails and takes and says this is a phishing mail, this is not. Even Gmail has that feature now. They have an AI-based protection they are providing to the users, but still there are thousands of mails which cannot be manually found. So you need a AI-based phishing protection to protect your school resources and your human resources also. Like no teachers, students, they should not click on some unwanted mails or messages in your mobile phones, so that your personal security or financial is not getting affected. The school's reputation is not getting affected. You are cyber aware. You are smart. That is what we have to be. We have to be smart with the AI. Okay, so we cannot be smart without AI today. You have to learn AI. You have to apply AI in cyber security, education, everywhere, wherever you can. So learning AI is a must nowadays, and especially cyber security point of view, quite helpful. And spam filtering. So we have a lot of spam messages in your mobile or email or wherever you go. Spam is in millions of spam. We cannot avoid it. We need AI to help you out. And uh, for user behavior analytics, I told already, is vulnerability assessment. I told zero day attack. To find it out, AI is mandatory. Okay, these are some use cases. And you can see attackers also, they have AI. AI is common for everybody. You cannot restrict anyone from using AI today. So it's spread across the world and everybody. I think so. Most of them are aware about AI. It's a day-to-day thing, kind of a thing. Okay, today you cannot survey in this world without AI. So, like the attackers, they are very fond of AI. They are learned AI to the core. They are experts in AI. So they will come up with sophisticated attacks. And most of us, we are dependent on vendors. We cannot create digital tools by ourselves. It's not possible. You cannot create thousands of videos. It's not possible for an individual or a school to do it. We will be dependent upon vendors from cybersecurity point of view, from digital learning point of view, or solutions, digital solutions point of view. So the vendors are also implementing AI as we have done already. We have an AI-based digital learning tool, and similarly, there are AI-based solutions. So new attacks will be happening because AI is also creative. You see, it can creatively write a song for you. Similarly, it can also creatively create an malware for you. The attackers can create using AI. So today, already there are millions of malwares, but AI is going to add billions to it on a daily basis. So it's not possible to manually uh, create a cyber security infrastructure today. AI is the need from a cyber security point of view. So the point we have to understand here is this diagram. If you look at dual nature of AI in cyber security, we have risk as well as we have benefits. Okay, you can see here risk is adversarial AI. There are some types of AI, like for example, offensive AI, defensive AI, adversarial AI. Offensive AI is when attacker uses it. Defensive is when we use it. When administrators or teachers, school community or business community, we use defensive AI to safeguard ourselves from this attackers, offensive AI. There is another thing called as adversarial AI. Even the AI can be attacked by attackers. The AI tool can be attacked by attackers. Your AI model can be attacked. Your AI software can be attacked. That is called adversarial AI. So even the AI is prone to risk now. So we have to responsibly, we have to check the AI software which you are using, and the solution providers also should always be careful about AI risk. So it's that even the AI tool can be attacked by the AI attackers. That's what we have to keep in mind. That is a high level risk. Okay, if a tool is being attacked by an attacker, then millions of people, millions of number of schools, thousands of schools are going to be affected. Okay, that's what an example I will go through in a few slides afterwards. We'll see what will happen. And new attack vectors, I was a new attacker. They will come up with new things every day. Okay. So it's very, very difficult to handle this manually. Even an expert cannot do it. You need AI to be with you to attack this new attack to handle this new attack vectors. But benefits is there. If you use AI, you will be fast, you'll be smart, you'll be accurate. Everything is going to be automated. So we have to we teachers or administrators, human beings should go with the AI automation. It's going to help us. We have a lot of benefits in spite of a lot of risk. Risk can be handled. We'll see that also, how to handle it. So what can schools do? So we should be focused on cyber security. That's very important because impact is going to be positive and negative. Okay. So we have to focus on cyber security. It's very important. AI-based cyber security. And we have to correct our mistakes. We have to get ourselves trained and we have to have a fund for that. Fund is very, very important. So if we don't have a fund to invest on AI tools or digital tools, we are going to lag a bit. Okay, if you are lagging, you are exposed, and your reputation is at stake. So there should be some budgets allocated for cybersecurity. So that is what a school has to do. And as representatives of your school, you have to focus on cybersecurity. You have to invest on cybersecurity, especially AI-based cybersecurity. You have to get trained, equipped, aware. Everybody should be made aware of it. And then you should have tools. You have to invest on some tools. That is what a school has to do. Okay. And before we get into the details, you should know the evaluation also, how it's evolved. Like for example, evolution of threat detection and anomaly monitoring. A single activity in what you can say cyber security. 70s it was rule based. Now rule based and all can be easily broken by the hackers. Yeah, and in 80s it was signature based. Now signature based signatures are changing every day. New signature are created, malwares are created. You cannot have a constant signature database, and based on that you cannot come up with the cyber security solution. Heuristic detection is even a old technique. Anomaly detection is also a old technique. So after 2000, in this century, it's based on AI-based detection only. If you don't have an AI-based detection, you are in the last century. You are old. We are born in last century, but we are living in the current century. We have to be equipped for AI-powered cyber security solution. To be specific about the AI-based cyber security, we look at. I told the previous slide, rule base is gone. After 2000, you can see machine learning came in 2000. Okay, like machine learning is computers can help you to learn about the types of attacks, and they can come up with what you can say proactive, what you can say reactive methods, predictive things, so that they can alert you. And in after 2010s, if we look at deep learning has come because of the growth in hardware technology, and these techniques have advanced threat detection solutions are available. And in 2020s, if we look at AI-driven automation has started. Okay, wherein currently we are looking at using generative AI, natural language. Like I'm talking to you, I can talk to an AI tool to know about the status of my network, and I can have an agentic AI solution wherein it's going to take actions when I'm sleeping, when I'm not active. Okay, it's going to be on 24/7. It will take actions based on your network administrators thing. That is the level of the technology, AI technology today. So it's going to be proactive defense. So it will be actually the AI based solution will be there in your dark web and finding out what the attackers are doing there. It will be scanning the dark web also, learning from the attackers, and trying to provide a solution to you in a proactive way. So you have to be proactive to learn AI based security. And if you look at the AI based threats, so you'll be having
Sorry,
AI-based
doctor,
phishing.
before you continue from here, you have just
Yeah.
10 minutes. You have just 10 minutes
Yeah.
more, so you have to double up so that we can enjoy the rest of your slides. Thank you.
Right. I'll just speed up, and we'll have a question and answer section also. Right? Okay. So if you take a AI-based phishing attacks, uh, they are creating a phishing attack manually will be quite difficult. But now AI is going to do it very faster. It's going to send you automated ransomware threats. Okay, I've hacked your mobile. Please pay me so much dollars to unlock your mobile. It can be done by an AI. Deep fakes. Okay, even your you may get a. I recently got a. My wife got a video and she was showing me that a finance minister is speaking about some stock investments which has high returns. Okay, I had it was very natural. Okay, and my wife believed it, and even I was believing it, but I was checking it. Because it then I got an international card. It's a deep fake video, which is 100% real. Okay, there are a lot of people who lost money because of that in Bangalore, India. So definitely you will get a lot of like you may get a deep fake video from your principal or your CEO and asking you to do something. You may believe it and you may do it. You may give the data to the wrong person, or you may send funds to your accountant, may send the funds to some other hackers. It may happen. So, all these are AI based. So, even academic dishonesty you might have learned is being done in using AI. So, you will see how AI powered phishing attacks are happening. You can see, as I told, a CEO can, you will get a mail from like that, email ID of your CEO will be there. Daily mails, you will send that, send a mail to the accountant, approved. Send so much dollars to this account. So if your accountant doesn't check it with your CEO and sends the money, then gone. Money is gone. It's quite bad. And passwords. Passwords, if you look at how many of you have passwords, we always have a pattern for our password, and AI can easily find your pattern. So don't have passwords based on patterns. It should be dynamic. Okay, it should be dynamic. If you're not creating, if you follow a pattern, AI will find it out. So you should be unpredictable. Your password should be unpredictable. So there also AI can help you. So this is how an diagram shows how an AI-based password attack is happening. So you can see if you do it manually, it will take a lot of time. But if you do use an AI, this can be done in seconds or minutes. Your password can be easily cracked. Okay, because we most of the humans have a pattern. Even I do have a pattern because I forget passwords. So if you have a pattern, if you think that you are smart, your pattern cannot be. Even your mobile pattern can be cracked by AI. It's very smart. So we have to be very smarter than this and be dynamic. And malwares already millions of malwares are there, and AI is adding millions to it daily. So without AI, it's impossible to handle malwares. Traditional antivirus will not work out, and automated network attacks. So, however strong, however firewall you have, good also, hackers have a way to find it out. Like for example, if you use a remote login, like for example, if you are using even Teams is a remote kind of stuff, but at least it's highly secured, being a Microsoft product. But if you look at TeamViewer or any desk, it's prone to attack. Anybody can have login; they can get into your network very easily, even though you have a very good firewall. Okay, so that are all mostly is done by AI now. Unless you have an AI based solution, it's very difficult. Here are some real world examples for you. So as I told, deepfake videos, malware, emails. Power School is one example. It's an editor company. It is in 90 countries, millions of users. Last year they were hacked by phishing. What you can say, uh, malware attack. What you can say, they have uh, taken the data of millions of people who are using Power School. Even the reason is that they didn't have an AI based cyber solution in 2021, but they have it now. So Power School is third party software. So don't go for any third party software which is not AI protected, which is not AI cyber secure. Go for a third party software which is AI secure. Like we are using AI to secure our products. And detection strategies, you should have an AI-based intrusion detection system. You should monitor your network. You cannot do it. AI has to monitor your network. Regular audits have to happen. Even audits have to be done by AI, which is going to be monitored by the human in loop. Training is very, very important. Okay, unless you train everybody in your school, even a single person who don't know about these attacks will be the weaker point in your school for AI based attack. So train everybody. We are there to help you. And defensive strategies you look at, you should have multi-factor authentication for everything. So that is why your or you can say your passwords, even though somebody has cracked, they will have a multi-factor. You get a OTP or you get a OTP in the mail, or it may AI based solution will help you out. And encrypt all your sensitive student and staff data. So you have to have an encrypted data inside your database, and AI can help it. Endpoint protection tools have to be there, and you have to collaborate with your local and global cybersecurity firms and consultants like us. And AI-based cybersecurity measures, what you have to take is from a intrusion detection point of view, endpoint detect point of view, security training point of view, vendor compliance. You should not just like that buy tools from all vendors. You have to ensure their validity properly. Uh, the organizers can help you out in this, and access control is quite important. And you can see this diagram where AI in cybersecurity is everywhere. You should have your cloud should be secured, your folders have to be secured, your behavior has to be analyzed. Everything has to be done. Can be done only by AI now. Manually, this cannot be done. And you can see this diagram shows you uh, you may have a firewall, you may have financial information, students information, everything here. Even you may use encryption, secure database. If you don't have AI, what will happen is that this AI based entry, if this is an AI, he will easily crack it out. Okay. So this diagram shows that. And top AI based cybersecurity uh, uh, tools, if you look at, uh, they are firewalls. So you should have a AI-based firewall. Endpoint is solution should be AI-based. Information has to be protected by AI. Cloud security should be AI. Everything should be AI. That is what top security tools. And if you see, these are real world examples. Okay, so I'll just go into a few examples because of the lack of time now. You can see that top companies. I will give examples from Microsoft 365, IBM, and probably another one. We'll see now Darktrace. These are real world examples. Case studies. 3 case studies. If you look at IBM is a top company across the world, a US based company. They have a AI based solution called Watson for cybersecurity. So using that, they reduced threat detection by 60%, and you can see enhanced accuracy, it's scalable solution, handling the volume of complexity. Microsoft 365. Microsoft is a big company. They do have an AI based solution for rapid threat, increased threat detection, proactive defense. And third case study, if you look at, it's for broad riders. It's a sports, or you can say lifestyle company which has across countries, 700 retail locations, e-commerce sites, not even one site, 20 e-commerce sites. So they were prone to attack earlier. They lost a lot of things. All our customers were affected. So they went for Darktrace, self-learning AI. They got autonomous response. Ransomware attack was responded first by the AI and alerted by a mobile app. Their administrators were alerted. They were able to save a lot of their networks and data. Cloud security is good. So there are a lot of benefits of AI. You can say ongoing learning, discovering unknown threats, vast data volumes can be handled, vulnerability management is going to be automated, overall security posture is going to be there. You are very safe. AI can help you in detection and response. So the steps you have to take, 10 steps are given here. Strict access control, adapt zero trust architecture. Don't believe anybody, even inside your organization. That is called as zero trust. Don't believe anybody. AI also will not believe anybody. And enhanced cybersecurity training. That's what we are the first step you have taken now. Personalized training. That also we have a personalized cybersecurity training courseware. Leverage AI in threat in gamified. We are also a gamified unit to help you out. And AI powered virtual assistants are there to implement AI security measures, whichever is given. Encrypt your AI generated data also. Everything should be encrypted. Secure AI from start. Okay. So it's not after the few times I can do it next year. You cannot. You have to act immediately. So implement AI-based security measures in your organization and follow best practices. So education is one of the best practices. Invest in AI, do audits, have multi-layered security. Monitor and adapt. You have to be adaptive to AI, everything. And how schools can strengthen their cyber security, hybrid, upgrade legacy systems. So everything should be updated. Don't have old systems. They have a lot of vulnerabilities. Invest in AI, train faculty, implement strong cyber security policies. If you can share your policies, we can help you to enhance your cyber security policies. Integrate cyber security education in your school curriculum. Okay. So that also we can help you out in doing it. And ethical considerations are quite important because even from an AI point of view, everything has to be transparent. It should not be a black box. So it should be accountable. It should be transparent. That's what you call as what you can say XAA. It's called as XAA. We'll be the future seminars. Probably we can help you out to understanding how XAA can be implemented in cybersecurity. Bias. AI is biased also. It discriminates also. It's like because it's learning like humans. Okay, so we should see how this can be avoided by our AI solution also. And it is because we are talking about sensitive data. So AI has to protect it, privacy and ethical governance framework. Even at school level, we should have it, and probably at the government level also, there should be a governance framework. I conclude by saying that AI based solution. It's a time to take action. Upgrade your systems, invest in training and AI solutions, and be proactive so that you can maintain your reputation and improve on it. Okay, so cyber threats are not just a IT issue; they are very, very lethal. So act immediately. And these are my recommendations. You have opportunities because of both opportunities and challenges are there. AI can help you to solve it. And cyber security, any implementation has to be AI based, and it has to be also following some ethics so that the AI is also working in an ethical way, like ethical human beings. And we should have a comprehensive approach. That is going to be the best solution. These are my references. A few I have put here, but I have gone through a lot of research papers. And I very thank the organizers and patient listeners for the past 1 hour. And if you have any questions, I can answer you now.
Let's put our hands together by our reaction for Dr. Simbaga. Let's appreciate this wonderful seminar. We are actually grateful. Connecting with you from India, it's a whole lot of gratitude to God for the opportunity. Yes, so before we open the door for questions, I will hand over to Mrs. Gold. I just want to say that you have heard it all. Now, cyber threat is not just about technical things, it's about our attitude, just like what doctor have said. And that's the reason why you will see that all the schools represented here, can I quickly tell you that you have us at your back. Now, Lever EduTech and M-Tutor, where the presenter is presenting from, we are teaming together to support you. And like I told you earlier, that we want to give everyone, all the trainees, scholarship, a year scholarship. I am glad to tell you that M-Tutor, where Dr. Sembagar is one of the facilitators there will be offering us trainings. So if you ask me who is one of those that will be training you, then Dr. Sembaga is one of them. So if you will be also be hearing for the first time, some of us, we are not protected, and you will see that even in the website of our schools that are open to attack. So many of our websites have loopholes, have holes that attacker are entering through. And how do you protect your digital infrastructure, your results, your digital materials when you don't have the architecture in place? And that is why in one of our practicals before we end, you are going to be developing this policy for your school, cyber security policy for your school. And of course, we are going to be grading it, and at the same time, we are going to be presenting it to your schools for implementation. Every school must have that policy that you will follow. So at this point, I want to appreciate our presenter. You have really done well. I've learned a lot from your presentation, and I'm sure all the schools represented there, they have learned. And I'm sure we are still going to have another time where we are going to call you, where you're going to speak to larger schools in Nigeria. So over to you, Dr. Femi Ogunbode, for the next item. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you once again to our guest lecturer. Thank you for doing justice to all that you have spoken about. Now we will want to ask if there are questions. So if you have questions, your video must be on. Please, you can raise your hand through the electronic stuff over there so that you can be called upon to do that. Do we have questions? Or we are still thinking about it? Okay. While we are still thinking about it, can Dr. Akinyoku come on board? Okay, I can see Abosede. She's raising up her hand for question. Okay, please unmute yourself and ask your question. Unmute yourself and ask your question.
No, Mrs. Gold needs to do the needful. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
If you're asking a question, you can unmute and ask your question.
Yes, good afternoon, sir. Thank you so much to our instructor. We are so grateful for this time out. Mine is just a form of request, sir. For better mastery of this subject matter, I want to plead if the slide can be made available unto us so that we can read and digest further, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. The slide will be available, but it will be after your quiz, so that you will not have, want to test how committed and how you were following and participating throughout the lecture. So if we are sharing before your quiz, so it will not help us to know how you have actually followed. You will surely have it thereafter. Thank you for that. Okay. I can see, who else again? I can't see again, or it has disappeared. If you have questions, please.
No, we have. Sorry, Dr. Ogunbode. We have Moses Olajuyin. We have Kayode Omotosho. Mrs. Gold, please allow them to unmute so that they can ask their questions.
Unmute. Okay,
yes,
thank you very much.
Allowed.
Yes, please go ahead. Go ahead, Mrs. Gold.
Moses Olajuyin, please unmute and ask a question.
Thank you very much. I'm grossly blessed, with these skills, and I'm really imparted with what Doctor has taught us this afternoon. But I want to request, as the earlier person requested, that if the materials can be available to us so that we can, study it more and more, even after the quiz has been done, so that we can have better understanding of the stuff. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. The next person. The next person.
Video and unmute your mic, Mr. Kayode Omotosho.
Please make your video available before you are called. If your video is not on, you will not be called. Kayode, okay, you can go ahead now. Kayode, please unmute and talk.
Good afternoon, everybody in the house. I really appreciate and I really enjoy the seminar. Thank you, the facilitator. Thank you very much, sir. Now, my question is this, like some of us, I saw this link yesterday in one of the platforms I belong. So I want to make this request that if there is opportunity of contacting either Federal Ministry of Education or State Ministry of Education so that this thing can be collaborate with all the principals in unity schools so that they can be carried along. Because we teachers, we have this knowledge, we have this. In case, if we go to them and tell them this is what we learned on the workshop we attended, they would like to get the fact from us. And we all know that anything coming out from any teacher or from anywhere else, without backing up a circular from the ministry, they don't use accept it. They don't use to accept it. So I want to plead, if Ministry of Education, especially federal government, Federal Ministry of Education can be carried along so that this kind of workshop can take place nationwide so that we can have full security about our data in the system of the school. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you for that observation. Yes, let me say yes and let me say no. It's a program that the federal government is aware of. So, but we will still take into consideration your observation in order to expand the scope of this initiative. Thank you very much, sir. And you can still help us share the link with others as we progress and look forward to the version 2.0, which will be coming up next year. And the other provisions that this initiative is making, giving scholarship, you will surely get the link to register if you are not captured as one of those that will earn the award for scholarship. But you can still come over and learn as we progress in this initiative. Thank you very much.
Now let me quickly add to what you have said, okay, sir, Dr. Ogunbode. Okay, yes, we are collaborating. Levi Educational Technology and Design Consulting Limited is working very closely with the government to see how the narrative will change in all the schools. But we are actually also beseeching all school owners in Nigeria to cooperate with us. We want to support you. We want to encourage you. Just like the presenter, our doctor, has rightly said, there is need for training. There is need for training. And that is the reason why we are training you as an educator, so that in your school too, you can be part of our system that is training, other teachers, other the students in the classroom. And outside this, for all the trainings of this particular initiative, we want to give you a project where you will train your teachers in the school and you will record it. You understand? You will submit the slide you are going to present with, and then you are going to train within this period before our grand finale, and you are going to send it to us. We want to see how you can impart your other colleagues with what you have learned, especially when it comes to social engineering that you have learned, 0-day attack that we have talked about, the password, how you can have the safety of your password, multi-factor authentication, so that your school can work together, in making sure that the first level of security, which is within your school system, is ensured. Thank you so much. So you can continue, Dr. Ogunbode.
Okay, thank you, sir. Any other question?
King Enegoma, please unmute your mic.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, and I appreciate the instructor. Please, my question is this: are these cybersecurity tools free and accessible? Are they free and accessible?
Please be audible. Please come up better.
Yes, the facilitator mentioned that facilitator stated that we have some cyber security tools. I'm asking if we have some of them that are free and accessible.
Okay.
Most of the cyber security tools, AI tools are not free, because few tools are open source, but most of the tools from big companies like IBM or Microsoft or even Fortinet, or we have to spend some money on it, because free tools may provide you some solution, but when the cyber security tool is free, the hackers will find a way easily to hack it. You understood? So most of the tools are not free. We have to invest some money in it to guard our resources of our schools. But it's worth spending. Like, no, we are pumping in a lot of money to create the reputation of the school. So that for protecting that, we have to spend some money. So it all depends on how many licenses, what is the current state of your infrastructure, IT infrastructure. So what are the loopholes in it? So based on that, we can suggest what you can say affordable solution also, or even some free tools are available, but that may not be highly secure. That will be prone to attacks. We have to keep on updating it. It's you cannot do it manually again.
All right, thank you so much, Doctor. So if you actually desire to have one, that is the reason why we are here, and we are connecting and collaborating with international bodies like mTutor to assist you. So any school that wants to collaborate for that, you will be rest assured that you will be assisted. Thank you.
Okay, the next question.
Seraphim Daniel. Please unmute and talk.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Seraphim from Mozambique. I really appreciate this meeting, this seminar. So this seminar is very engageable for everyone, and I'm very, very grateful for participating in this meeting. So my question, I raised my hands to know about what is the advantage of this artificial intelligence, or disadvantage also of this artificial intelligence. So this, I have only these two questions. Thank you for participating.
Over to you, Doctor.
His question is about advantages, right? Artificial intelligence advantage is asking. I'm not clear about the question. Can you help me to understand what he is asking? He asked two questions. One was regarding advantage, right?
Yes.
Definitely advantages are there, but there are some risks also in artificial intelligence. So we can use artificial, lot of advantages are there. It's very fast. It can learn very fast. It's very, very speed to respond. It's a good friend for human beings, but there are some risk involved. You have to be a little bit careful about it. Ethics are there in usage. So you have to understand and use it. Responsibly, we have to use it. You're able to understand what I'm saying. You're able to. Am I answering your question, or you have still more doubts about it?
Okay, the next person.
All right, thank you, Mr. Daniel Seraphim from Mozambique. Am I correct? Yes, from Mozambique. Hope you have gotten the answer to your question.
Yes,
Mr.
yes,
Daniel.
Yes, I got.
All right, thank you so much, and thanks for being part from Mozambique. Thank you. Yes, go ahead, sir.
The next question.
Michael Odulano, please unmute and you have the floor.
And let it be brief, please. Just let us be brief in our questions so that we can round up soon. Thank you.
Good afternoon. This is Michael from Nigeria. I want to really appreciate the organizer and the doctor for this wonderful lecture. My own is a kind of suggestion. During this period, we're in holiday. In the next 1 week or 2 weeks now, we'll be resuming back to school. I want to really suggest or request if this type of seminar should be really considered to be like from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Because if you put it at that 2 o'clock, we'll still be in school, with a lot of school activities. So once school resume in Nigeria in the next 1 week or two, let this type of seminar be maybe from 4 to 6. So we appreciate that from you. Doctor, thank you.
Thank you.
Now, let me quickly
Michael.
tell you that this is the last seminar in the series of this training, but we are going to be having periodic seminars. But can I quickly say that for all schools represented there, if you are a school owner or you are one of the principals, officers of your school, you can collaborate with Level EduTech to have this kind of seminar in your premises, in your school. And we are going to, and I'm sure M-Tutor that Dr. Chembaragad is representing will also be part of you. We will give you quality training to your staff. So you can call on us and we will not charge you. Don't worry. Don't be afraid that we will not charge you. That's part of the offering that Level EduTech will be giving to your school, live in your school. So we can bring it close to your school. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that observation. Consider it done. Okay, the next question.
Abigail Fola Shade, very quickly, please. Enable, your video is not enabled.
Okay, don't bother calling now once the video is not enabled.
I'm going to the Omoto show.
Okay, yes, go to the next person that video is on.
Thank you very much, and sorry for coming back again. I want to make a suggestion, Ma and Sir. Please, I don't know, maybe there is a existing WhatsApp platform or Telegram in which I can join personally so that I can be having either newsletter or information about the upcoming program and whatsoever that they want to relate to us. Because like I said earlier on, I got the link from one of the WhatsApp platform I belong, not the exact existing WhatsApp platform of this Cybersmart program or seminars.
Okay, your request is noted. The desk officer will work on that.
Yes, thank you. All the participants of this training will be added to our newsletter forum where you'll be getting updates, and we'll even be sending you cybersecurity updates so that you always be aware of what is going on around you and how you can secure your school, yourself, and your properties. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, ma.
You're welcome, sir. The next question.
Abigail Folashade, very quickly, just in 1 minute.
The first seminar, I miss it because I joined this something lately. I say, how can I? Is there any room for those of us that missed that one?
Mrs. Folashade Abigail, can you show your face very well? Your video is on, but your camera is not well positioned. So we want to see your face. And if you are asking concerning the previous seminar, you can contact the front desk officer, Mrs. Gold. If you are one of the trainees, she will guide you on what to do, please, so that we can move on. Yes, Mrs. Abigail, your concern can be directed to the front desk officer.
Is that taken? Okay. Do we have any other one asking question?
The person's video is not on, so.
Oh no, just leave that person out. The next person.
Yeah, so that is all, sir.
That's all. Okay, great. Oh, this is nice, and we want to say big thank you once again to our guest lecturer. Thank you for impacting us We are very, very good. You can see me clapping right from here. So thank you for bringing us right from India to Nigeria, and we celebrate this. You can see the emojis also. Thank you, and thank you.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be associated with you, and we'll do wonderful work for you people at Nigeria. Thank you.
Yes, and be rest assured that so many of the participants here will start using the collaboration between Level EduTech and mTutor, and they will be onboarded on the platform very, very soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Welcome. Do you have any last word you would like to share with us before we call it a day? Doctor?
Doctor is asking if you have a parting word to talk about, to say.
Do you have any word you would like to share with us before we close the meeting?
No, I'm sure he's not hearing. You can go ahead, Dr. Ogunbode.
Okay. So on this note, we will be closing this remarkable and landmark seminar. Having attendance outside Nigeria is a big plus to this initiative, and it's also a big plus to our guest lecturer having a audience that is spread abroad outside Nigeria, which happened to be the initial scope of attention. So congratulations to every one of us once again. So I will hand over to Mrs. Good for further information, announcements, and other things that we need to learn. Thank you, and thank you once again.
Now, before Mrs. Gold comes up, let me quickly remind everybody that if you have attended this seminar by our erudite scholar that are presented, you are entitled to certificate of attendance. You are entitled to certificate of attendance. I will also work on if mTutor want to be identified with that certificate, so that their logo will also be on that certificate, meaning that your certificate is international, right from India, and in collaboration with Level EduTech Nigeria, you will be having a certificate. So we are going to be sending a form to you, to your email that you use to apply, so that you can give us the correct name that you want on that certificate. Then we issue the certificate to you. Thank you so much. Over to you, Mrs. Gold Oyeniro.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everyone, once again. Thank you for making this seminar a success. We really appreciate you, and we believe that this will encourage every one of us in our activities. So if you are yet to finish up and round up your weekly activities, please don't forget to go ahead to the classroom, the classwork section, check everything, the materials, the videos. If there's anything you need to do it as at when due. And then this is also to remind us that our quiz is coming up on Saturday. Yes, our weekly quiz is coming up on Saturday by 5 p.m. 5 p.m. to 5:45. So clear your schedule, mark your calendar, and be there. Make sure you don't miss it. There are many of us that missed last week's quiz due to one excuse or the other. There will not be any excuse. If you miss the quiz, you have missed it. So try not to miss this week's quiz. So if there's any other announcement, it will be passed on the WhatsApp group, and every of your concern will be looked into. Thank you very much for attending this seminar once again. So over to me, Dr. Ogunbode, if there's any other thing before we close the seminar for today.
No, you can close it. Thank you. Bye. See you.
All right. Bye-bye, everybody. See you in the next seminar, as we'll be planning towards that before the end of the year. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.